Hey, it's Mo Movies. Actually, going forth, I'm going to be calling this Mo Knows Movies because I know a few things about movies. And when I did like a Google search of Mo Movies, like all these websites showed up with Mo Movies on it, and I thought I was like totally cutting edge, but apparently I wasn't as original as I thought. So to distinguish myself going forth, it's going to be Mo Knows Movies. Today I'm reviewing the film Chronicle, which I caught on Blu-ray. It's available now. Check it out. It's been described as a cross between the X-Men and Cloverfield, because it's got that whole handheld camera technique, the whole lost footage thing, just become kind of gimmicky, but it works really well in this movie. And I thought this was a really good movie. It has a bunch of, I don't know if they're newcomers, but actors I've never heard of before. The basic setup is that there's this kid, this kind of troubled loner kid, Andrew, played by Dana DeHaan. And then there's his cousin, Alec, played by Alex Russell, whose name is Matt. And then there's Steve, who's Matt's friend, played by Michael B. Jordan. Now, none of these actors, I don't think I've seen them in anything before, but they're all quite good. And not knowing who the hell they were didn't affect my enjoyment of the movie at all. This is a good movie, but the setup is that basically, Andrew's got to take his camera everywhere and record everything. His cousin Matt gets him to go with him and his friend Steve to, like, I guess it's kind of like a sinkhole, or there's like an underground cavern. I'm not sure how it got there or whatever, but they go underground and there's just like glowing rock, and it gives them these special superpowers, mainly like telekinetic abilities. But later in the movie, they can also like fly, and so they can do it. And these powers, if they overexert themselves, they can give themselves nosebleeds. So, like, through the course of the movie, they're learning how to like control these powers, but they're not very responsible with these newfound powers. Like with Spider-Man, the whole thing was, with great powers comes great responsibility. Well, with this movie, it's more like, with great powers comes the potential for great irresponsibility and mass mayhem, because Andrew, it becomes clearly apparent, can't follow rules and can't control these powers, and gets to the point where he thinks he's kind of like godlike and superior to everybody else, and there's this big smackdown at the end between him and his cousin with really cool special effects that are definitely not low budget, just because it's a handheld camera technique, lost footage kind of movie. Doesn't mean they skimped on the budget. It's the whole technique's more of like a storytelling device, and even though the whole thing has become a bit gimmicky, the lost footage thing, they did some really cool things with it here, because Andrew, being the one in control of the camera, is moving the camera around using telekinesis in parts of the movie, which makes for some very interesting camera shots. And it was a really cool looking movie, and I really enjoyed it. And if you like movies like the X-Men, if you like superhero movies in general, or you like movies like Cloverfield and Paranormal Activity with like the whole handheld lost footage thing, also like the movie Super 8 had a little bit of that going on in it, then I think you'll really like this movie, because it's got both superheroes and found footage all in the same movie. So check out Chronicle. It's directed by Josh Trank, actually. Josh Trank. Never heard of him before. But the writer is Max Landis, who's actually the son of John Landis, which is a big filmmaker from the 80s who did a lot of good things. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go so you can go rush out to the video store right now and like pick this up and like watch it. Before I go, I want to see if I have any telekinetic abilities. I'm going to, hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can tap into some special powers here and make the monitor move, levitate the monitor. So give me a second here to focus. Shit. Just can't do it. I'm afraid I'm just not so super after all. Well, anyway, have fun at the movies. Until next time, peace out. And if you do happen to check out Chronicle, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.